Hey everyone, we are going live early today. We kind of screwed up the time with Dara, so we're going to just start early. No worries. So, Dara's going to talk about how we can make ourselves better, always making ourselves better. Dara, come on and say hi.
All right, I'm here. Hi, everyone. All right, so we
Yay.
have 10 minutes, and this is gonna be like a power conversation. Because one of the things that I realized that women struggle with so much is weight loss brings up a lot of the ugly side that we don't want to deal with. So, for example, shame is like embarrassment. We're just like hit it. Another thing that, and I know this happens a lot with women, is jealousy. And we talk about overwhelm leading to inaction, but jealousy is also what we call an indulgent emotion. It's not like a real emotion. I'm bringing these up right away because I want like Lisa's feedback on it. Um, and then the thing is with jealousy, because people can be jealous, like in the quilting world, people can be jealous of each other. People can be jealous of each other's bodies, and that feels terrible. You just don't want to deal with it. But the thing that's interesting is that what's behind jealousy for real is anger or judgment, when really it's just sadness and dissatisfaction, but you're not willing to deal with it. So I'm just curious for you, Lisa, like as you've been diving into like emotions and talking to me about how do you really feel, like how hard was that to actually go in your body and find an emotion?
It was kind of strange at first, but once you learn to like feel your emotions and your thoughts and like how they feel in your body, it really kind of makes sense instead of always like avoiding them or pushing them away or not addressing them at all. So once you realize that not, life is not always perfect and happy, and you have to deal with some of these other emotions and feelings, learning how to deal with them and how to address them and how to let them move through your body, and like what does worry feel like or what does sadness feel like. And for everybody it's different, but just to talk to somebody about it and discuss it is amazing.
Yeah. So, because our emotions are actually our navigation system. Like, if you know, we think about like psychopaths, they don't have emotion. Like, they are so far from emotion. That's why they make these really terrible decisions. So, the thing is, emotions do actually guide us. Oh, did it fall out? So,
Yeah, that's good.
that's, yeah, like, and really, like, the key, and our bodies want to find that, it's always trying to find that balance. And so one of the things that happens with weight loss is when we actually get to the root of the problem and we're willing to feel all the emotions, you can lose weight. So tell me about how that has been for you.
um, well, I mean, there's just so much there, right? As far as how you process everything, but weight loss is not perfect. I mean, it's always like a couple steps forward, a couple back, a couple more forward, one back. I mean, so when you understand that there's a cycle to it, or that everything is not perfect, so you don't throw in the towel right away. Um, all those things, like learning all the things that you have taught me, which probably are way too many to talk about in 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
it's just there's just so much content that you give us and teach us that um, it's just amazing on just knowing that no path is the correct one or a perfect one,
Mhm.
and that everybody owns their own weight loss journey. And it's just to be accepting feels so much like lighter, that it's okay to gain some weight when you're on a diet or
Yeah.
whatever lifestyle you're changing to, and just to be loving to yourself instead of always negative. I think women are the worst at being negative to themselves. So
Mhm.
all these different things that you can learn about your thoughts and your feelings about weight loss just help. And Dara's just filled with all kinds of ways to make this journey so much more pleasurable.
Yeah. So I actually had this amazing thought on Sunday. I was like, diets, when you invest in a diet, and like, I mean, there's even people, they've invested in my program and they haven't followed through. And that's so hard, right? Because You get really hopeful and you think, oh, this is going to be it. But this is the problem. You think that a diet or a new way of thinking is the golden ticket. Have you you know, Willy Wonka? It's like, oh,
Right.
I've arrived, right? Like this is going to give me all the answers, and then I'm not going to have to worry about anything. But the problem is, I actually have all the material. So I said this to the ladies on Monday morning. I was like, okay, you actually are creating your own golden ticket. And the only way to create a golden ticket is by making that, you know, the press to print the golden ticket. So it takes metal, it takes, I don't know, like all the stuff that you have to make like a, you know, a press for to print it. But the thing is, like, I'm giving you all the ingredients, I'm giving you all the tools, but everyone has to make their own unique golden ticket. And so when you think about that, like, because I mean, your height, your age, you have your own hormones, you have your own everything. You've met me, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm very different. Like, who am I to say that, Lisa, you should eat this much protein and this much this and that much, like, but I'm here to show you how to manage your brain, and I'm also here to show people how to, like, what's the actual science. Like, we have to balance hormones in our body, and when we do that, we'll lose weight. Like, insulin is just the fat storage hormone. So we have to have that balance, or else our fat is going to be off kilter, right?
Right.
So, what does that meant to you, that you are actually in charge of your own weight loss?
Well, I mean, it's a fact, no matter what. But one of the things that I thought of when you were talking is that if you're not happy now, just because you're thin doesn't mean you're going to be happy then. Because everybody always thinks, oh, when I get to here, I'm going to be happy, or when I'm going to, you know, when I get to this goal, I'm going to be happy. You have to work on how you are right now, along the journey, all the way. So if you're positive and you understand that the journey is a journey, and everybody's is different, that it's just going to be much more enjoyable and you're going to be much more successful. But you have to change now, not when you get thin.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, that's my whole process, right? Like, love yourself thin, learning how to accept yourself for how you are. So one
Right.
of the things that, and we kind of talked about this before we got in the call, one of the misconceptions about weight loss and about transformation is that women think that if they accept their weight now, then they'll never change. So that it's kind of like, it's like what we tell our kids, and if you have boys, I have boys, and a daughter who loves sports, and it's like, hey, you know, if, like, you shoot, like, my one son, he would shoot, like, I don't know what's the percentage for free throws, or like on the foul line, or, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Anyways, so he accepted that his percentage was like 25. And then when he accepted it, it wasn't like he's like, okay, I'm just gonna always shoot at 25%. He's like, no, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm at. So now he got it, actually his last year of high school, he was at 75% in his shooting. It was so exciting. But it wasn't until he accepted that that's what it was. He didn't just be like, okay, I'm just gonna give up now. So the question I had for you is, well, it kind of was another, so that was one point of, like, so what has that meant for you to accept exactly how you are right now, and how has that helped you to keep progressing?
I just think it's the best mindset you can have, just to accept where you are at every step of the way. Because if you don't, then you're always fighting, or you're always, you know, trying to be something you're not. So if you accept that, you know, you're 150 pounds and, you know, you want to get to 145, but hey, right now I'm 150, or whatever that number is.
Yeah.
You just accept that, and you make your plan. Okay, so what are you going to do? You know, like, you know what you need to do, but I'm okay at 150, right? Because, like, it could be a lot worse. So
And the other thing,
you know,
that's, like, people don't understand is that I fluctuate between 10 pounds.
right.
I really do.
Right.
And our bodies have like a natural set point. And then the other part that happens, like our bodies want to be thin. They have this natural set point. But the other part is our bodies are always trying to find that equilibrium, just like our thermometer in our house. If it gets too hot, it'll kick into the air conditioning. If it gets too cold, the heat will come on. So we're always trying to stabilize like a comfort zone in our body. So right now, if you want to get to the 140 to be your new base, you've got to learn how to create safety in your body to be at 150. And then the more safe you are with that, the more you're going to be able to, the body's going to be able to say, oh, okay, this is good. I can be at 150. And then if your body wants to go lower and you're eating and you're investigating, it will feel comfortable to do that.
Right. Yeah. Just not being at odds or turmoil with your body. Just like you create more stress if you can't be happy at where you are right now.
Right. So you're not doesn't mean you're gonna go sit on the couch eating a bunch of chips, right? You're like, I'm taking care of this body. I love her. Yeah. She does so much for me. I have to go. Oh my gosh, this was so short. But I want to just tell people, if you want to learn about Love Yourself Thin, I do have my lifetime membership, but I also have a retreat October 9th to 13th, and we are going into weight loss maintenance. I wish we had more time to talk, but this is a perfect opportunity. I have time on my calendar to talk to people, or you can message me at dara@darathomason.com. All right. Thanks, Lisa.
All right, Dara. Thanks for joining me today. That was perfect time that fell out, right?
All right.
All right, Dara. We'll be talking to you again soon. Yeah. But hey, if you want to come to the gathering, bring your stitching and learn
we'll be
about
stitching
how
at
to make
night.
a better
We're gonna have
you.
adventures.
Dara will be here those dates, the 9th through the 13th, I think she said. Yeah. And you can learn from her all the tools needed to make a better you. And I don't mean better. I guess I mean where you want to be, where you're going to be happy.
Well, you're more comfortable. It's better if you're more comfortable in yourself.
How she gives you all the tools and tricks and thoughts and feelings about how to make that happen. So that's all we have for you today. Just to jump on quick and meet with Dara a little bit. Go see what she's got happening. I know she's got some free seminars going on before this, but go check her out, and we will be back live on Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for Live with Lisa. All right. Bye, everyone.